I said this is a bit of a meta game, so they kind of have to like. All right, so Dorian, we got a double Dorian all the way. Full on. All right.
Nice.
That's cool.
And the rules are that they must at least complete and win one race as each character, right? In order to advance. It's still best 3 of 5, like we're all used to if you've been here before. But they have to win at least one race with Dorian and one race with Melody, which I think is awesome. Like I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea, and we give credit. I think it's Will and Do Not who are the ones who had these ideas. So it's interesting they both selected Dorian. I don't want to read too much into it because it is our first race, but perhaps they're not as comfortable with Dorian, and so they want to get started strong.
Yeah.
That could be why.
I was gonna say, Dorian's just like really different, and the thing with him is that because he has the armor, he can tank stuff a little bit better.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
He can take hits that you normally couldn't take.
Like, the characters are almost opposites.
Yeah.
Like, they're not opposites, but they're almost opposites. One is way tanky and has weird, like, clunky movement mechanics. And the other one is very not tanky, but has really sleek movement mechanics where you're just scooting around everything. Yeah. So it's kind of, they're kind of opposites, which I like. And so we'll see how that plays in.
I'm looking to see, like, nobody's really picked anything major up. Pants just got, like, the Illuminati torch, and that's pretty much it so far.
Well, Pants is now killing the glass
or the
guy.
Glass shopkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, which is a pretty good idea. I like the choice of the glass spear. I think that's a nice pickup. The only problem with glass with Dorian is because you're tanky, you should expect to take hits. Like, I basically bank on getting hit by everything all the time.
Yep.
Which maybe is why I'm bad at it. I don't know. But I think that we might see less glass with Dorian. We're actually going to see not a lot of glass tonight, I think, just because Melody can't even pick up glass.
Yeah, Melody's completely different. She can't pick up any different weapons. She's got just her Godlin loot and no damage ups even. Like, I think she can still pick up the war drum, but it doesn't do anything.
No, it really doesn't.
Skip beats for you, but
yeah. So if we were doing score runs, maybe you'd want that, but. Yeah, so we're off to an early lead on Squega's side. Pants again with that glass spear. Oh, they both got deep blues first. And honestly, deep blues is so confusing with Dorian. I was having a rough go with it, just because it's like, if you're next to a bishop that's about to attack you, if you jump the wrong way, it'll still attack you just the other way.
Yeah.
It's really confusing.
Because a lot of them attack diagonally, so you're either on one diagonal or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So you'd have to jump away from it. And so he's making up a bit of ground here, Pants. He found himself the shield spell, which is going to be very nice with that glass spear.
Yes, it will.
That's kind of what you want.
And the freeze spell he just picked up, which is very good, too. It'll give him
some
time.
Squega is already on his Zone 2 boss, which I think is further than I made it with Dorian. So good on him. He's doing very well. Using very nice strats against Coral Rift, the newest of the mini bosses, or the main bosses, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get any more mini bosses unless there's going to be some added in for Zone 4.
Yeah, I think there might be. Uh-oh, this is kind of sketchy for Squega. Very nice. He was in a bit of a bad situation with that dragon, but he handled it very nicely. Goes for a sort of swaggy slip and slide. And he's already on to 3-2. He's moving very quickly here. This is very impressive.
Yeah, he's going, like, super fast.
And he really hasn't tanked all that much damage either. As I was saying, you kind of want to make sure you have at least the ability to tank a little bit of damage come Zone 3. And he's doing just fine. Oh, careful.
Oh, that was a bad placement of that trap.
Painful spike trap. One thing I haven't seen yet, but I don't know if these racers have... Oh, boy. Oh, he's getting hit. Oh!
Oh, no!
Squega down.
Yeah.
Gets dunked by a skeleton rider, and that's how quickly it can go away, even if you have a lot of health.
Yeah, and Pants lost his glass spear, and now he's onto an obsidian whip, which we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, whip is great. Whip is really good with Dorian, as it turns out. Both whip and... Oh, he kind of screwed up this fight, though.
I think whip is good on Coral Rift, isn't it? It's kind of designed for that.
Yeah, but he didn't go to the side first.
Yeah, and that's where you could have just bopped him.
Yeah, exactly. And a freeze dagger over on Squega's side, the elusive freeze dagger. Not that useful in this situation, but we'll see if we can make it work. I mean, I guess dagger isn't so bad with Dorian, because he can tank a lot and he's got that added damage. So, I mean, he's doing 3 damage with this Frost Dagger, I think. No, is it?
Yeah, every
No, it's 2 with the Ring of Might plus Unlimited, I believe.
Yeah, because I think base damage is just 1, and then when you freeze, it's the whole.
Yeah, it got nerfed.
Basically infinite damage.
Don't call your Dorian clunky, Bloodshot? Okay. I will do my best. And there's some ham. I'm sure Pants is going to want to go pick that up with his health situation.
If he can get in there, that's like, sheesh.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And you got to be careful also with the hot coals, right? Oh, nice use of the... What was that, a fireball spell? Fireball spell, yeah.
Fireball spell, yep.
There it is. And he's still got that holy water, really good. Now, one thing that people need to keep in mind is if you're not lined up with the stairs, you can put your boots on, or you can turn your boots off and move onto the stairs without taking any damage.
Yeah, which I think is nice. Like, that's a very fair mechanic, because sometimes you get these stairs that are just like in a corner somewhere. And
Wait
you
a
just can't
second.
Get in there. What?
Squega is already on zone 3-1? When did that happen?
Holy crap!
He almost completely caught up. But he was going a little too fast. Flying a little too close to the sun for Squega. And now Pants has just got to finish off the king here. And of course, excellent use of the freeze spell. And that's it. The first one, 609. Pants with the first win. Wow.
So it seems like Slow and Steady won the race there. Like, Pants wasn't quite as like speedy, whereas Squega was just like zipping right through, and Pants came out on top. And that's like where a big difference is between racing and speedrunning. Like, speedrunning, you just pretty much go for it, and racing, sometimes it's the slow and steady. Like, you don't necessarily have to get to zone 3 first. You have to survive.
Yeah. And I can't believe how fast he came back, though. I mean, I guess that's with these characters, you can throw down a fast run. And a Melody pick from Pants, that makes a lot of sense. And Squega's going to stay Dorian, so we're going to have a Melody Dorian race here. So we'll see how that goes. This will be very interesting.
This is the first time we've had 2 different characters race, right?
Absolutely, yep. This is it. We're doing it first time.
This is very interesting.
Very interesting. I am intrigued, and I think this might hurt my brain a little bit to watch because they're so different.
Yeah.
Okay. And so Squega hopping in and finding a torch nice and quick, a nice pickup. And yeah, it's like completely different strats, as I was saying before, between these 2 characters. Where one is you're quick and scooting and trying not to get hit, and the other one you're tanking and trying to, just mash everything. And he finds a cat, which I was showing in the pre-show there, is actually pretty awesome for Dorian.
Yeah.
Because your cat attack, you move 1, so you can use that to your advantage. Or try, anyways.
Yeah,
nicely done.
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so Squega's a floor ahead, but it's actually pretty close, which is really cool. Like, I want these characters to be about equal. I think that's really neat, if that's the case. I mean, I'm sure that's not what Ryan intended when he made these 2 characters, but how cool would that be?
Yeah, the fact is that they are really close is just really, really, really interesting.
Sorry, did I have my mouse on the screen? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. That's favoritism. What's favoritism? Oh, I had the mouse pointer on Squega. Sorry, I don't know why my mouse pointer was there. It just was. Deal with it. Sunglasses. Alright. Yeah, so it seems so far, I don't know, I mean, Squega, was it Squega who's notably faster with Dorian? Or no, I think that was actually, I think that was supposed to be Pants. So at the beginning, we were talking about, who's sort of more skilled with certain characters. And people like Jack, Double K Jack, he's much better with Melody. Bloodshot also has played Melody a lot more. So we'll see how those play in with their sort of comfort levels.
Yeah.
Like, some characters might want to start comfortable and try and get an early win, or they might want to save the best for last and go quick.
And try to get the more difficult character out of the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a strategy all on its own. It's like, do you get the win early, or do you try to get the hard stuff out of the way?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Squega held the world record. Although he took it from me, so, very incestuous. I was really salty about that one. Not actually, but I only hold world records for roughly an hour tops. That's just the way it is. So it's fine.
It's so competitive now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome though.
With the bot, I think that really heated up.
Yeah,
everybody,
I love the bot.
Like, brought
Shoutouts to Jack for that one.
Yeah.
And Squega having to use his boots, turning his boots off. He's a little bit. I think he's really struggling with the hot coals. That's causing him some serious strife. And
Ooh.
Down he goes, gets hellhounded, and now this is opening it up for Pants again. Interesting. So now Pants, I mean, going slow and steady with Melody is a great, like, pretty easy thing to do, I find. As long as you don't make any stupid mistakes.
Yep, you just pay attention to where you are and you just keep on just going right through.
Oh, Squega took it again. Oh, and with a way faster time. Yeah, because when I took it, it was like 3:30. Sorry, what's that?
I was going to say that Zone 3 is just brutal to Squega.
Yeah, Zone 3 has been really bad for him. That was a really rough swarm to deal with, especially with Dorian, because you do find yourself in really weird situations that you just don't know how to handle. I mean, nobody has all that much experience with either of these characters, like, not compared to the other characters, right? So,
and
it's
I was going to say,
hard.
like, you get yourself into weird situations as, like, any of the other characters that move normally, like Cadence, with the skeleton riders. Like, a lot of times they get you cornered because you can only attack them from a certain side.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Dorian, it just gets you even, like, you're in an even worse position.
Now, I'm convinced that the absolute best thing you can find for Dorian is a flail. I think flail is super strong with Dorian.
Because you can just keep pushing the enemy back.
Yeah. It's really, really strong.
And you're protected on, what is it, like 2 or 3 sides with it? So
pretty much, yeah. I mean,
like,
you can still jump into enemies, but it's really not that bad.
No.
And he found a chicken too, so he's going to be able to go pretty fast and tank a few hits, like he just did there with that Minotaur.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it seems like he's gonna want to go fast here, and he certainly has the capability. He needs to catch up though, because Pants is already on 3-3 and found his exit, so he's going to be hopping down to the boss fight. At this point, I don't know. I think Squega's got to hope for Pants to get dunked here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Death Metal 3 has had a lot of I'm trying to think of the word. A lot of people have had issues with Death Metal 3 in past Condors.
Yeah, Death Metal 3 has really been a showstopper for a few of our races.
Game changer, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's going to be here as we hit about a 5:20. 5:18. Nicely done, Pants.
Wow.
Taking an early 2 over Squega. So Squega's really got to do something here. So now it's do or die. So what do you do as Squega? Interesting. Man, I love this metagame.
Yeah, this is interesting. Like, and I feel like it was totally fair. Like, it was totally doable. Squega could have beaten Pants, even though he was a different character. Like, it was completely evenly matched.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's really cool. Yeah. That's really cool to see.
Very cool. So Bloodshot saying for speedruns, Glass Rapier, Titanium Rapier, Obs Rapier, Dagger Frost, Glass Bow, Titanium Bow, Glass Flail, Whoa, those are some really interesting choices. I don't know. I put like Spear or Longsword above some of those. The bow, it's too easy to get hung up on stuff, I find.
Yeah, the bow for speedruns, the bow is, I don't know. But then again, my PB is with like a golden bow and some damage ups.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Bizarre, but you're absolutely right that you can, if you get the wrong kind of enemy layout and get hung up on stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah. And now we're seeing some Melody v Melody. So they're giving us all 3 of the options, which is kind of awesome. We had the Dorian v Dorian, now the Melody v Melody. We had that Melody Dorian match as well. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like that we got like a nice little variety.
Oh, the problem with the Frost is you can't throw it with Dorian. Yeah, that's true. Was Bloodshot talking about with Dorian? Maybe that makes a little more sense, because the bows are really strong with Dorian. Because you can go a little bit more ham, right? Like, you can really rush with it, because you're not going to jump into people because of that free range. So, yeah, bow is really good for Dorian. That's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I did get to play with a bow on Dorian. It is really, like, it's very easy, Dorian. I love it.
And we are seeing some serious safety strats here by Pants. This is going to allow Squega to get a bit of a lead. as Pants shoots the shopkeeper here. I would assume trying to get that heavy plate. So, I mean, this is going to basically set it up so that if Squega dies, then that's GG for, and Pants can pretty much just finish it out.
Yeah.
Now, it's not guaranteed because he's only 4 hits. Well, he's 4 hits, but he's got that apple, so he's about 6 hits from dying. Unless it all comes at once, which can happen.
It can happen, yep. You get cornered or something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
But that was definitely a worthwhile shop to take your time and
oh yeah, he's not.
Absolutely.
They're neck and neck too, so he's not even ahead.
Yeah.
Now Squega actually did not flawless that fight, so he didn't get any items. Although with Melody, I don't think items are as critical as some of the other characters.
Like with any other, like with most of the other characters, you want to flawless that boss, especially Zone 1, because that's where you often get like your good weapon to finish a speedrun. But on Melody, needless to say, you don't need to get a weapon because you're not going to get one.
Yeah, you've already got your weapon.
Really, maybe you would want like mapping. A spell.
I think mapping is what you're going to want to try and take in that first boss fight.
That's really true, yeah.
Squega miscalculating there. And that's bad news for Squega, because like I said before, Pants does have a very powerful build, very strong with that with that armor. So
yeah, and he's got the food too, so like he's got even more help there.
Oh yeah, he's very well protected. That metal door giving Pants a little bit of a problem. And at this point, Squega's got to go as fast as possible because he needs to catch right up, just because the survivability of Pants is just a little too strong.
Yeah.
Pants is finding some really nice trap doors. He found some mapping. Didn't take it though. Those glass. I don't really blame him. You don't want to get full surrounded. If you get full surrounded with Melody, you're dead. So there's that. I mean, if you can plant a bomb early enough and tank the bomb hit, yeah, you can be okay.
But yeah, you don't want those. You don't want the whites and the wraiths coming for you.
Nope. Yeah, so Squega getting a bit of a health up there.
Got ham.
Got that ham.
Oh man, Ring of Phasing over on Pancelor.
Oh, that's so good. Now, it's not as good as it used to be, of course, because you used to be able to attack through the walls, but now what we're seeing is that is not the case. I mean, it was so overpowered before. My first PB with Melody was, I found that, and I'm like, oh, this works? Okay.
So ridiculously
just
overpowered,
mash everything. Yeah, it's so crazy, so...
So the thing is I guess it's smart to take the trapdoors with the Ring of Phasing, but still, like, he's taking these risks, so who knows? Is he gonna, like, will he be okay, or?
Well, I guess we'll find out, but I mean, he's still, I don't know if Pants is slowing down at all either. Pants is still moving very quickly, and you kind of have to move fast with Melody. There's not really a brake pedal, really. You kind of got to keep moving.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing with her, is you do have to just keep moving around the screen.
Yep.
More so than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you can still go a little bit safer and slower. Oh, and a Frost Charm is such a nice find. If you carry that Frost Charm to your final boss, then you've killed the final boss. Like, the Frost Charm is a for sure kill. A YOLO teleport, but really nothing to worry about. And the good thing you want to do with the Banshee is get the Banshee one step ahead and basically rapier kill style with Melody. You can just mash forward. And that's the final boss with the... Yeah, this is... I don't want to call it here, but this is looking pretty good for Pants.
Although the Frost Charm with Coral Riff is kind of interesting because it turns the whole floor to ice.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem.
No, not at all.
Coral Riff is actually pretty easy with Melody, as we're seeing right now. Just very easy, because you can hit so many things at the same time. It's like having a really strong flail or something like that. And so, this looks like it's going to be 3-0 for Pants, which is going to lock Squega in as our commentator later. I wasn't going to mention anything, but Squega said if he went out early, he was going to commentate the end. So there we go, and that's a 3-0 for Pants.